Welcome dear students. Let's learn and study about the next topic of our chapter, microorganisms, friends and foes. In this section we will study about fungi. What are fungi? What are their characteristics? Where they are found? Their different types, that is unicellular fungi, multicellular fungi. They can be parasitic or saprophytic, and we will also study the cellular structure of fungi. Fungi. Fungi are the non-green plants. They belong to plant kingdom, but they lack the green pigment, which is chlorophyll, and therefore they are called the non-green plants. Means they cannot prepare or synthesize their food by their own because of the absence of the green pigment chlorophyll. Now these fungi are present everywhere. Like we have studied in bacteria, they are found everywhere. Like that, fungi are also cosmopolitan in occurrence. Means they can be found everywhere. They are present in air, water, soil, over and inside animals and plants. And their most favorite place is the warm and humid areas. They love to live in moist areas. For example, take a moist piece of bread and put it in a closed container for a few days. What will you observe? When you open the container after 4 or 5 days, you will see that some greenish black patches they have grown on the piece of bread. What are they? These patches or these growth on the bread are the fungi. They are they are showing the growth of fungus on that piece of bread. So you have seen that when you have placed the moist piece of bread and after 4 to 5 days you have seen the growth of fungus on that piece of bread. So it shows that what is required for their growth is the moisture. So they love to live in those areas which are warm and humid or moist. According to the number of cells, these fungi can be unicellular or multicellular. Unicellular means uni. Uni means one, and cellular is referring to number of cells. So those fungi which are made up of single cell are called unicellular fungi. And the example of unicellular fungi are the yeast. Yeast cell. You must have heard this term yeast. They are of commercial importance also. So a single yeast cell, if you can see from the diagram, a single yeast cell consists of the outer cell wall. Then the liquid or the fluid which is present inside the cell is the cytoplasm. In the center is the nucleus and a big vacuole is present inside the cell. The other category is multicellular fungi. Multi means many. Multi means many, and cellular again refers to number of cells. So those fungi which or whose body is made up of number of cells are called the multicellular fungi, and the example is mushroom. You must have seen these growth on the bark of some trees also, and you must have seen it in the form of umbrella or cap. So this umbrella or cap shaped part of this mushroom is called the cap, and through which it is attached to its host plant is called the stalk. So in this way we have seen two types of fungi or two categories of fungi. One is the unicellular and the other one is the multicellular fungi. We have seen that according to the number of cells, the fungi can be unicellular or multicellular. Now, on the basis of their mode of nutrition, means how they are obtaining their nutrition or food, they can be parasitic or saprophytic. Parasites are those organisms which obtain their food through living organisms. They depend on living organisms for their nutrition. Whereas saprophytes are those organisms which obtain their nutrition from the dead and decaying organic matter. So in this way, we can say that those fungi which obtain their nutrition or which depend on other living organisms for their food are called the parasitic fungi. Whereas those fungi or those group of fungi which obtain or which depend on dead and decaying organic matter for their food belong to a category of saprophytic fungi. Let us see the structure of a fungal cell. Though we have already seen the structure of a single-celled fungus, that is yeast, so same is the structure of other fungi also. The outermost covering will be the cell wall, and after that there will be the plasma membrane. In the center there is a prominent nucleus. There is large vacuole present inside the cell, and the liquid or the fluid present in the cell is called the cytoplasm. So this is the structure of a fungal cell, and this is all about fungi. Thank you.